Hey everybody, welcome back. Got myself set up here. I want to make some beautiful birria tacos today. It's going to be a process. I'm going to turn my skillet on, kind of a low heat. Don't want it hot. I'm not going to put any oil in here. I've got guajilos, I've got pasillas, and a chipotle morita style dried peppers. And I'm going to start toasting these up as per the instructions. Jonathan and Adam had a video here not so long ago demonstrating how this is supposed to be done the right way. Now, I don't have every single solitary ingredient on hand that they used, but I think I'm pretty close. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to start toasting these up. I don't want them burned. I just want to give them a light toasting before they will go into some water to steep. And we would move on to our next processes from there. So let's just start tossing these in. Set that down and get ready to unload these as soon as they're ready. Tried to flatten these out as I was cleaning them. This one is really misbehaving. We'll just do the best we can with it. I went ahead and cut this large one down a little bit to try and manage it a little better. I'm starting to get a little bit of aroma. I can tell a couple of them here are ready. Not really trying to cook these. I just want to give them that nice toasting. You can see they're starting to release some of their oils here. Yeah, they're definitely waking up here. I'm starting to get a nice scent of these. Got a pretty good amount of beef short ribs. Some is boneless. Some have the bone still in them, which is what I want. I also pulled out some good beef bones that you would use for stock. I'm going to put them in the mix too. I want to get all the flavor, all the good stuff that I possibly can into this birria. Now, from what I understand, these peppers are not supposed to be really, really hot. I have family members that really don't appreciate extra spicy hot type stuff, so I'm going to try to make this as good as I can. You can see the guajilos are toasting up pretty quickly. These are getting close. Just keep moving here. Get those last bits. So nice having a day off of work. I can focus on stuff like this. Okay, these are coming along pretty nicely. Let's get those out. These are nearly done. I can smell them. Looking pretty good. Let's get that out. Okay, just about ready to move on to the next step. I'm going to do the onion next, and I'll do my tomatillas last. Okay, these are good enough. I'm gonna wipe this pan out real quick. Keep moving. All right, set these off to the side for now. We'll get some water on those. I want to get some onion in here and start getting it charred up. Watch that heat. I don't want that too hot. I don't want them to burn, but I do want to get a little char on them. Okay, well, whatever you want to do there, it's fine. Here I've got some hot water. I'm going to go ahead and put this in with my peppers. And I'll go ahead and cover these up, set them off to the side, let them steep for a little bit. Now they're looking better. Starting to get a little aroma. Come on, you. Why you gotta fight me? Okay, I'm starting to smell these things. They're beginning to get a little soft, taking on some more color. And that's kind of what we're looking for there. I'm gonna let these go just a few more minutes here, and then I'll wipe out the pan and move on to the tomatillas. Okay, I'm calling these done. I don't want them to go too much longer. They're starting to get soft. I'm getting that char color on there, which is what I want. They actually are starting to smell sweet now. Let's get these out. Wipe my pan real quick and keep moving. I'm gonna put these cut side down first and give them a nice jump start. Come on, you.
Last topic. I've summoned the Chicago Birria royalty. Give it up for Chef Jonathan Zaragoza.
Buddy.
How you doing?
So good. Ready to make birria? What's up, guys?
So your family runs and operates an extremely popular and well-known Birria Taco spot.
Yeah.
2 locations now. Right?
2 locations, Uptown and Archer Heights.
Okay, good. So how long has it been?
Oh man, I've been cooking it since I was 12. I'm 34 now. Feels gross to say. 34.
Nah. All right, birria can probably be thought of and broken down into components, right?
For sure.
Okay. Let's just get in there and jumble them up. So as you can see, Jonathan and Adam were kind of the inspiration. Now, Jonathan, being the professional that he is, had mentioned on the video that the basis of the original recipe comes from Jalisco, but there's different variations depending on what regions you're in. Okay, I think these are good enough. They're starting to get soft. We're getting some color. There's a little char on it. I think that's good. I'll cut this heat back. And I'll do a quick clean on my pan. think I'm done with this one. Going to end up moving into a larger vessel to accommodate all of this short rib that I have. This is hot water, or at least warm water. Just enough to deglaze. Okay, while that's going, I want to get my seasoned stuff together. Here's a tablespoon of kosher salt just to get started. I'm going to do about a half a tablespoon of ground black pepper. Here I've got some oregano. It's not what they referred to as Mexican oregano, but I'm going to go with a good tablespoon of that. Got ground cumin. I'm going to go with a tablespoon of that also. Ground mustard, about a half a tablespoon. And this is ground sage. Just less than a half tablespoon. This stuff gets pretty strong. Okay. And I almost forgot, I've got some ground marjoram here. I'm going to go with about a teaspoon of this. Just a little less. Okay, in the miracle of time, cleaned up, get this out of the way. Time to bring in the heavy hitter. Here are my short ribs. I seasoned them last night, let them sit in the fridge all night. Got some some beef bones, boneless ribs, ribs with bones in them. I'm gonna pack them all in here, get all this stuff going together. I gotta be careful, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I've got to get this stuff blended up and ready to go here. Now, since I'm using a small blender, I'm going to have to do this in batches. So a little bit of this. A little bit of these. Don't want to break the missus blender. This is not some heavy duty special unit. Now I want to include some of this liquid to help get all that going. And also, I have a homemade vegetable stock that I need to get used up, so why not use it? All right, fingers crossed. Blend. Okay, that looks good for now. I'll pour this off. Okay, let's go. make sure that stuff is ground up real good. Pour it off. Wow, beautiful color on this. I'll show you here in just a moment. All right, we're getting into the home stretch. Last of the peppers, last of the tomatillas and onions. Hopefully that's not too much. I went ahead and dumped the rest of the liquid in from rehydrating the peppers. I hope this isn't too much. Stop there. It should be good. I do want to add this vinegar in. And I might as well get my spices blended up in with that too now. Keeping in mind, again, I did pre-season my short ribs last evening and let them set in the fridge. Should be good enough. Let's get this stuff rearranged here. Unload this. Wow, this is a generous amount. Just to clean out my pot, my blender. Let's reserve that. Use a little water. Good enough. Come on, sweetheart. Check that out. Look at the color on that. Smells absolutely great. This is just all the liquid together right now. This will get us started here. Let's move this for a moment. Start bringing these chunks in. There's some nice pieces of meat on some of those bones. Start laying all these in. This is a pretty good bit. I'm guessing this is probably somewhere between 6 and 7 pounds worth of meat. It actually could be more. I had 2 separate packages. There's a nice beef rib for you. All right, in she goes. They did say that you gotta get it covered with water too. I'm almost forgetting something. Since I didn't have fresh tomatoes on hand, I'm gonna substitute with diced tomatoes and then a can of fire roasted crushed. Jumble this up a little, then we'll see how much water we may need to add. This is supposed to cook for a pretty long time. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I'm going to stop there. It's pretty much got everything covered. They're saying this has got to get cooked for like 3 hours. It may go longer. All right, let's just get her up to about a medium for now. Let it start rolling. And I'll get my mess cleaned up. Almost forgot I didn't have any fresh garlic, so I'll have to use garlic in a tube. And give a few shots of that in there. Should be good enough. Alright, time to check. This sounds like it's percolating more. Yeah, it is percolating more. Now, I watched one of the girls on YouTube make a similar dish to this, and hers looked really great also. I saw her skim the top of hers at a certain point, maybe now, but I'm not going to do that. Because in the end, this is going to get strained and separated. I want to have the fat from the surface separate from the consommé that I'm supposed to end up with. So hopefully this works out. I'm actually going to turn the heat down. I want to get this down to about a simmer. Pretty low simmer, because this needs to go at least a couple more hours. It could be 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. I'm not sure. I just need that meat to get really good and tender. That's what the goal is. Okay, I ended up cooking this about 3.5 hours. I slid it off the heat, just kind of let it hang out there for about an hour. So now it's time to get everything pulled out of the bath here and separate it out. It's nice and tender. Bones pretty much fell out of everything now. Okay, I'll just demonstrate here quickly my process for separating and straining this consommé out. It's a little bit of a process. I don't have a lot of large vessels to do this quickly and easily, so this is what I've got. So I let that rest for a moment. Fat floats to the top. That good consommé is in the bottom. I'll strain it a second time and then move my fat off to a different container and continue on. Hey, check this out. Look at that. Smooth as silk. Smells great, tastes great. Man, I'm getting really hungry. And here's my separated fat. Got a pretty good bit there. And I'll start breaking this stuff up. It's pretty soft. I just want to get rid of the bad stuff nobody wants to eat, the large chunks of fat, any kind of connective tissue or whatever that may be left there. Make it simple. I want to make tacos. We're not having roast beef. Put a little bit of that gravy on there. I'm going to go ahead and cover this and just set it in the oven to keep it warm. What was that phrase you just used?
Trucker-mucker.
I never heard that before.
Well, because I'm trying not to curse just in case something's on and I don't know it. Because you always catch me cussing and you have to beep, beep.
Let's go. Get these built. I'm starving. We made a little chicken to go with this beef also. Kids are coming over for dinner, so I figure I'll have some options for them there. Just a simple roasted chicken. These are looking pretty good so far. These are corn tortillas I'm starting out with here. Yeah, I was doing pretty good with these up to this point. Got down to these last couple, and, you know, anything can happen. Oop, oop. Oh, yeah. Definitely wasn't perfect. Try again. Oh boy. Come on, you. Oh, just didn't work right. But in any case, we ended up with, I want to say, 9 of the corn tortilla versions. Some beef, some chicken. Now I'm going to do a couple of beef style with flour tortilla. These are really great for dipping in that nice sauce. Finally. It's the missus. Do we need anything from the store? What do I need? I don't know what we need. What would we need? What about some limes? I don't think I picked up limes. I think I got a bag of lemons and not limes. Let's just see if that flies. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if she'll bring dear old Dad home a 30-pack.